set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 78 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer. I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there. Very similar to what we just saw. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Yeah, boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And in for the Chiefs' touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 36 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, 87 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching them. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys have now moved out in front. Butker now to add the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, out you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion left comes Brown.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They run behind center with Gainwell.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mahomes firing complete, and he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
36 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the side.
And now the rookie's free. The 20.
190 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
and here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Hurts. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe.
And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 93 yards. And the Chiefs start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. But first down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room. There he goes, right side. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And the defense loses him. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this one travels out of...